I'm here on CannaTalk.
Hi, Colette Florido with CRW Network and The Bud Show, and I am here with Sarara from Undoo. And I'm very excited because this is a product that I've tried, my team has tried, and we're just astounded by this product. I mean, somebody mentioned it, some time ago that they have this great product and it can really help you in a couple of different ways. And I thought, well, we need to know more about it. So Undoo was born how? How did you come about this product? And we'll get into it then.
My partner and I are senior educators of medical marijuana. And in the course of teaching seniors and putting our program together, I said to him one day, do you think you could maybe create a Cannadote, something that would help people to feel safe when they learn to use cannabis? And he said, well, yeah, I think I could do that. And he's a chemist and a biologist, and he's been, more importantly, a cannabis scientist for 35 years. He's an OG. He was in one of the originals that opened dispensaries in the early days in California and opened medical dispensaries. He's a 35-year glaucoma patient, so he's like, this is his life. Right. So he said, yeah, I think I could do that. And he spent the next 4 months figuring it out.
I want to go back and make sure that you hear what she's saying. She called it the Cannadote, something that could reverse or resolve some of the effects that maybe are unwanted side effects. Yeah. And that's very real. This is an important part. We talk to seniors all the time. We understand, and it's not just seniors, it's anybody who's not used cannabis regularly. And this is very new to many, many people. This is a whole new experience. And so the fear of using it is partially, of course, the legalities. And once you get past that, it's, well, I don't want to feel the high. Right? I don't want to feel that for some people. So what is Undoo doing or undoing?
So, as you know, some of the side effects of cannabis can be discomforting. It's called dysphoria for a reason. So there can be nausea, there can be paranoia, anxiety, racing heart, things that you would say, something's wrong, something's not right here. Right. And so our Undoo soft gel, it looks like a vitamin E soft gel, resolves those feelings by clearing the THC off the CB1 receptors. Clearing it. So it's interrupting the psychoactivity, basically. The cannabis, this THC, once it touches down on that CB1 receptor, goes to work. The cascade effect, once it begins, continues. Once you start that message, whatever the body needs from it, it's going to get. So what Undoo does is it goes to the psychoactive part of your brain and it stops the psychoactivity. So the molecule that's in the Undoo soft gel is the same exact molecule that we endogenously make ourselves to clear our receptors naturally.
And that is?
It's called olivetolic acid when our body makes it, and it's called olivitol when it comes from outside, when it's a plant source.
So you have a plant source ingredient.
Yes.
And what else is in this capsule of real goodness?
It's olive oil, vitamin E, and olivitol, and that's it.
Okay. So we have plants,
simple.
Clean. And ingesting this, how fast is something like this going to undo some of those effects?
That's a great question. So it depends on what method of ingestion the person used to get wasted.
Sure. We talk about this all the time. If you're going to try something, whether it's smoking it or ingesting it, the effects take effect at different times. So if you're going to smoke something, it's a pretty immediate effect. So give us an example on smoking it. If you've smoked cannabis and now you're feeling some unwanted side effects of the THC.
Yeah, so it's smoked flower with somebody and everybody's having a good time and all of a sudden you're feeling paranoid. Generally between 3 and 7 minutes.
Wow.
There's significant relief. If it's an edible, within the first 5 minutes, almost always, the feeling of, oh my God, take me to the hospital, that goes away in the first 5 minutes. And then it takes a while, because the edible's deeply in your system, for you to feel the ratcheting down. But never at any point do you feel sober again. It's not that everything stops. Everything that you wanted to get out of it therapeutically, you're still going to get from it.
So somebody who's in a great deal of pain and just wants to get rid of that pain, now they've taken a very high concentration of a THC product to alleviate the pain. Unfortunately, with it might have come that little bit of feeling of paranoia, or the pit in the stomach, the I'm not feeling right, whatever that something is. Now they've used it, and or they have this effect. They take your product, and Undoo will undo that in 3 to 7 minutes if they have inhaled that.
Yes.
Mind-blowing. This is a really important piece, because for people who are trying this as a real approach to good health or better health, know that there's something out there that they can have alongside as they're on the journey, learning about their medicine, because every person experiences it differently.
That's right. So those times I gave you, I mean, those are frameworks.
Sure, it's a foundation.
Averages, right.
But a great average to know that if I don't like what's happening here, wait 10 minutes.
That's right.
And see if this is going to make a difference. Or if you've ingested something, look, we hear it all the time, and I hear it a lot in talking with seniors. I don't want to smoke anything. I'll just have a brownie, which is, in theory, it's a great idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work that way, because they're so hard to gauge how much your body needs, wants.
Every brownie's different from
Everyone
every
is
other brownie, even if it's the same brand and the same line.
Yeah.
There's variations, and some days you're going to respond differently to the same dose that you took a different day from the same company.
Now, there's something else to it, and I want to add this piece of it, because this is also really important. You know that there are people that have been using THC for a very long time, and they look at you, right, and they go, well, why would I want to get rid of that effect? I don't necessarily want to. But there's another part to the cleaning of the receptors, right?
Yes.
Tell us more.
Great question. So because of the way this molecule works, it's actually cleaning the receptor. It is cleaning it, clearing it. So the next time a person uses cannabis, they're working with a clean windshield, so to speak, and the message comes through. So in other words, you have a clean receptor, you get better reception.
Better reception.
Right. So the next time you use so we have a protocol we call an overnight tolerance reset. Not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks. Overnight tolerance reset, where you take 2 soft gels, which is what's in the packet, with a big glass of water at bedtime. And when you wake up in the morning, you will definitely feel more from your cannabis than you did before. Now,
So-
for some people, if they're using concentrates every day and it's really intense and they've been having a high tolerance a long time, they might need 2 nights of overnight tolerance resetting. Yeah.
And this is, again, another important piece, because as we work with a lot of seniors, we work with a lot of people in terminal conditions, we work with people with a lot of heavy medications. And it seems as though if they're trying to use cannabis in lieu of or in partnership with some of those medications, they're having to add more and more, especially if they're in chronic, deep-rooted pain, so or have other issues that just take a great amount of it. This might help not just from the physical standpoint, but even from the financial piece, right? Because now I don't need to go to quite the concentrations that I did. So as our veterans are in,
What took you 5 hits before might take you 2 or 3.
so
But then you need to clear your receptors again, maybe the next week.
Right,
You know, it's
right.
like it does rebuild up, but that's, a packet
That's
of 2 retails for $8. So that's a far cry less than a lot that can be spent on medicine that may be more than what's needed.
Exactly. This is going to give you another option to take control of your own health and give you the opportunity to reset if you feel the need, or maybe put away some of those unwanted side effects.
Yep.
What a great concept. We are just so excited, and I'm glad to have had the chance to talk with you and hear more. Where can they find you?
Online, undoo.com, UNDOO.com, and at Undoo 420.
Excellent. Well, Zahara, thank you so much again for bringing this information out. We're going to talk again. I know we've got more I want to dig in more to this at another time, but I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for coming to the Women of Cannabis Conference. And we look forward to seeing you out there as you make your way across the globe with your product. Congratulations. Colette Florido.
On Amazon too.
Oh, Amazon. There you go. Another great, hey, one of the products that can make it onto Amazon right now. Congratulations. Well, here we are again at the in Las Vegas at the Women of Cannabis Conference, and you'll find out more about what we've done here when you visit us at CRW Network and at the Bud Show.